Tonight, President Trump is standing on the verge of a historic peace deal with Iran, but this time America is negotiating from a position of overwhelming strength, not weakness.
In 250 years, America's heroes have saved more lives, freed more captives, accomplished more good, and spread more hope than any other people at any time in the history of the world. Today, we are reminded that there could be no 4th of July without America's armed forces, and there could be no Independence Day without Memorial Day.
The president using his Memorial Day remarks at Arlington National Cemetery today to remind us that we wouldn't have independence without ultimate sacrifice, and that you can never have peace without strength.
In Operation Epic Fury, we lost 13 wonderful souls, wonderful, special people. These incredible men and women gave their lives to ensure that the world's #1 state sponsor of terror will never have a nuclear weapon. Oh, and they won't. They will never have a nuclear weapon. I'm sure you know that.
You know, the entire world knows that Trump means what he says and that he says what he means. No more blank checks. Now it's peace through power. Barack Obama, if you remember, he sent the Iranian regime pallets of cash, access to roughly $150 billion, a lot of mullah for the mullahs. Did the mullahs build schools with with all that money? Did they help their people, the infrastructure? No. The #1 state sponsor of terrorism used our money to terrorize the world through their proxy groups, Hamas, Houthis, to name a few. And of course, they tried to build a nuclear weapon to kill everybody, right? The Trump administration now saying that with this new deal, no dust, no dollars for Iran, meaning the Islamic regime must give up nuclear material before sanctions relief, before the Strait of Hormuz is reopened. This all has to be in place. Here's Trump's response when asked how we'll get all of that nuclear material.
We're taking it. Very simple. We're taking it. With Iran. We're going in with Iran.
Does that mean U.S. boots on the ground to get that?
I don't call it boots on the ground. We'll take it after the agreement is signed.
You see, diplomacy doesn't work with radical Islamic terrorists. And today, it's called the Islamic regime. We call it Hamas. We call it ISIS. But we've seen this type of group, this scenario play out throughout history for hundreds, thousands of years. Numerous Islamic empires, right? One of the earliest, the Umayyad Caliphate of the late 600s that spread Islam across North Africa, Spain, and Persia, right? And of course, the Ottoman Empire, which controlled lands on 3 continents from 1299 until the 1920s. That's a long time. Trump knows who and what he is dealing with. He knows that this is a religious cult. It's driven by martyrdom. And that for them, that death is a cause for ultimate victory, for celebration. They turn their funerals into political theater to be used as propaganda. A propaganda war Iran and Palestine is winning. And it's not just the Jews and Israel that radical Islam has declared war against.
هي عاصمة الكاثوليك أو الصليبية التي أعلنت عداءها للإسلام وقامت بزرع إخوان القردة والخنازير.
You see the subtitles there. I mean, that's just one of many influential Hamas clerics calling Catholics, Christians, the enemy. In this speech alone, he's calling for the conquering of Rome, as well as the Americas and Eastern Europe. It's very diplomatic of him, right? I mean, these are normal people. Not. Okay? This is a regime that kills its own people in the streets, right? They beat women if they have a hair out of place. I would get beaten up for wearing makeup, right? And then they blame the West for the bloodshed. So while Democrats and maybe even some of your friends and your family, which I get it, and I don't blame them, they continue to complain about the gas prices, especially as they travel this Memorial Day weekend, please remind them that Trump is literally trying to save the world from annihilation and from being conquered by radical Islamic terrorists. Also remind them that this potential Iran peace deal is a once-in-a-lifetime deal that only a once-in-a-lifetime leader like President Trump could actually make happen.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.